Hi guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you very much for always coming out here. May God bless you all. An international working group has declared the arrest of Nnamdi Kaun, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, as unlawful and an infringement on his international human rights. The working group and arbitrary detention under the United Nations Commission on Human Rights disclosed this in a statement published on its website. The group comprises scholars and experts who specialize in human rights and issues and related laws. Kanu is facing terrorism charges in Nigeria before Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court in Abuja. He has been in the custody of the Department of State Services (DSS) since mid-2021. The IPOB leader was detained after he was arrested in Kenya and repatriated in June 2021. He was arrested over his agitation for Biafra and, by extension, Nigerians' breakup. The statement by the working group said, "The working group is mindful that Article 9(2) in brackets of the Covenant requires that anyone who is arrested is not only informed of the reasons for the arrest, but also promptly informed of any charges against them, as explained by the Human Rights Committee in its General Comment number 35. The obligation encapsulated in Article 9(2) in bracket has two elements. Information about the reasons for the arrest must be provided immediately upon arrest. 6. And there must be prompt information about the charges provided thereafter. Failure to do so violates Article 9 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 9 of the Covenant and Principles 10 of the Body of Principles, and renders the person's arrest devoid of any legal basis. Consequently, Mr. Kanu's arrest, without any arrest warrant and with no explanation as to the reasons for his arrest, violated his rights under Article 9 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 9 of the Covenant and the Principles 2, 4, 10, and 36, one in bracket of the Body of Principles, it said. Bruce Femme, the American lawyer of the IPOB leader, had petitioned the group over alleged cross-violation of his client's right. I beg your pardon. The UN group in its report also described Kanu's repatriation from Kenya in June 21 as illegal, unlawful, or constitutional extradition. It reads, on 13th of December 2021, the working group transmitted the allegations from the source to the government of Nigeria and Kenya under its regular communications procedure. The working group requested the government to provide, by 28 February 2022, detailed information about the current situation of Mr. Nnamdi Kanu to clarify the legal provisions justifying his continued detention, as well as his compatibility with the obligations of Nigeria and Kenya under international human rights law, and in particular with regards to the treaties ratified by the two states. Moreover, the working group called upon the government of Nigeria to ensure Mr. Kanu's physical and mental integrity. All conscionable. 29th, the working group regrets that it received no reply from the government of Kenya and that it also did not seek an extension in accordance with paragraph 16 of working group's method of work. The working group has maintained from its earlier early years that the practice of arresting persons without a warrant renders their detention arbitrary. This lacks any valid legal base under any circumstances. Judiciary oversight of any detention is a central safeguard for personal liberty and is critical in ensuring that detention has a legitimate base. In the circumstances attending the detention of Mr. Kanu at an unknown location, the working group finds that his right to an effective remedy under Article 8 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and Article 2, 3 in bracket of the Covenant were violated. He was also placed outside the protection of the law in violation of his right to be recognized as a person before the law under Article 6 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and Article 16 of the Covenant. The working group also considers that Mr. Kanu's time in detention following his arrest constitutes pre-trial detention, which violated the prescriptions of Article 9, 3 in brackets of the Covenant, insofar as Mr. Kanu was not presented before a judiciary authority within 28 hours and no individual assignment of the appropriateness of his pre-trial detention took place. The source ascertains, and the government does not contest, that on or about 29th June 2021, Mr. Kanu was subjected to extraordinary detention to Abuja, Nigeria, with no prior judiciary hearing before a judiciary or administrative body. The source emphasized that Mr. Kanu was not given access to counsel and he was denied any judiciary proceedings altogether with in Kenya. The source notes that according to Nigerian's Attorney General, Mr. Kanu was apprehended and transported to Abuja with the cooperation of Nigerian intelligence officers and Interpol. The source claims that in the present case, there was no fair and public hearing concerning Mr. Kanu's removal from Kenya to Nigeria. The source stressed that voluntary expulsion to a foreign state without a hearing by judiciary authorities does not confirm with due process considerations. It is clear from the facts, as narrated by the source and not contested by the government, that Mr. Kanu was never presented to a court before leaving Nairobi. Instead, he was unwillingly taken outside any legal process and without any legal protection. He was forcibly conveyed from Nairobi to Abuja under an arrangement between the Kenyan and Nigerian government and with the cooperation of Nigerian intelligence officials and Interpol, as confirmed by Nigerians general. Well, Nnamdi Kanu will end this evil forest called Nigeria. The foundation of this Nnamdi Kanu kingdom called Zone Nigeria is gradually sinking. Divide Nigeria to save lives and properties. Okay, guys, so I just dropped that. I'm dropping it here. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you very much.